What's up, everybody? Welcome to New Jersey. We are in Koreatown. Beautiful neighborhoods here outside of the New York metropolitan area. Well, it's in the New York metropolitan area, outside of New York City, on the New Jersey side. Yes. Koreatown. Beautiful homes. What a nice neighborhood. Koreatown. Never been here. We're just exploring for the first time together. Katie's excited about going to New York for the first time here in a minute.
Yes.
I've already been to New York by accident. It wasn't on purpose. We were supposed to both go into New York together. Things didn't work out the way we planned.
Well, we've both been to New York now.
I've been to New York.
I've been to New York State.
You've been to New York State before?
Yeah.
Without me?
Yeah.
Dang it, your life's been so much better than mine.
Well, I went to Massachusetts. Where do you...
Machachuchi.
Yeah, how do you get through? Get to Massachusetts?
Machachuchi.
Yeah.
Say it with me. Macha.
Matcha.
Chuchi.
Chucha.
Machachuchi.
Matcha chucha.
Machachuchi.
Matcha chucha.
Alright, guys. So this is Koreatown in New Jersey. Okay. There's a few Korean restaurants. When we lived in Alabama, there's a lot of Koreans in Alabama. Let me tell you, don't ever move to Alabama if you're Korean. Like the Koreans that I meet here in New York, New Jersey, they look so happy to be Korean. You know, like they're just happy, outgoing people. I met a lot of Koreans in Alabama, and they did not seem very happy to be there.
No.
They're like, we're here for a paycheck. And the only reason they're there is because Kia, Hyundai are in Alabama. So unfortunately for these engineers, they have to go live in Alabama, in Montgomery out of all places. Some are in Auburn as well. But I feel like Koreans that I've met here in New Jersey, they seem to be a lot happier. I tried to connect with Koreans in Alabama. And they would not even vibe with anybody other than other Koreans. That's how like standoffish they are. Probably because of how they're treated by other people there. They're always on the defensive. So, but here I went to a Cuban restaurant, and right next to us were Korean people enjoying Cuban food. So it seems like here Koreans can just be themselves and not have to live weird. But
Colombian store.
Tiendecita colombiana. So yes, overall I would say this is a great place, you know, to be whoever you are. Whereas in other places like Alabama, it's not easy to be who you are. It's all good, bro. Just take your time. You're in a giant van, so I get it, buddy. It's all good. It's all good. They're definitely Korean, and I really like Korean people. I like them a lot. They're very likable people. This is a beautiful neighborhood here. They're really likable people. I like them. They're smart. They're business oriented. They're very professional. They're very respectful, cordial people. I really like them. I want to make some. I thought in Alabama, I was like, oh great, for sure, I'll make some Korean friends over here, but I wasn't able to. I really wasn't. I worked for a few Korean people, and they were cold as a toad gets, man. And I do suspect it's not that they wanted to be that way. It's just that in Alabama, they know what's up with the whole program there, so they don't really feel comfortable, you know, in any way vibing with anybody else. But anyways, I wanted to try Korean food. And it made me happy when I was here in New Jersey to see Koreans I went to a Cuban restaurant. Like I said, there was Koreans eating Cuban food. It made me very happy to see them enjoying my food and my culture. You know, that's a beautiful thing about when you have a culture. You want to share it. You want other people to like enjoy your culture. It makes me happy. You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't want to have a culture and then not share it. Just keep it all yourself. To me, I want to share my culture with other people. I want other people to enjoy my food. Everything that's related to my country, I want to share. You know what I mean? My music, my food. It makes me happy to see people from other places enjoying my culture. You know? And I have wanted to try Korean food. Unfortunately, with our allergies, it's been kind of, well, an issue. Because they use a lot of nuts, from what we understand, right?
Yeah.
Haha. The car was going to blow that stop sign. So yeah, it is really nice to be here. I'm sorry. I guess people just run out in the middle of the road here. In Koreatown. Now, compared to the other little neighborhoods we've seen, it seems like this is a little bit more calm and whatever. Less people walking around. Just a slower pace type of suburb living place. Nice. Okay, kid. GPS Manhattan. Korean barbecue.
Head southwest on Broad Avenue toward East Harwood Terrace.
Maybe we can have their barbecue. We would have to like really find a place.
Head southwest on Broad Avenue toward Henry Avenue.
Let's see what this thing wants me to do. Okay, for some reason it wants us to. It thinks we're going the other way. Okay. There we go.
Head northeast on Broad Avenue toward Brinkerhoff Avenue. In 600 feet, turn right onto East Central Boulevard.
Double park. Double park. Double park. That's double parking. I didn't
turn
know
right onto East Central Boulevard.
See, where I'm from, we just call it atravesarse, pero here they call it double parking. Tipo se atravesó. Not bad.
Head northeast on Broad Avenue toward Bellevue Place. In 400 feet, turn right onto East Palisades Boulevard. Turn right onto East Palisades Boulevard.
So that's Koreatown. Koreatown. What do you think about it, baby?
Cool.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto 6th Street.
Is that a for sale by owner? What's it say in the front? Stop sign? Why would you have a stop sign inside your car?
Crossing guard?
Why would you let everybody know you're a crossing guard? Wow, that word sounds offensive. Crossing guard. Doesn't that sound like a very offensive word in a different language? Like, get out of my way, you crossing guard. Doesn't that sound offensive?
I don't know.
It sounds like an offensive job title. Quítate del medio, you crossing guard. It sounds offensive to me. Is that a trash out? Korean people be having nice stuff, man. That's the other thing I noticed about Koreans that I did meet in Alabama. Man, they were loaded. Like, literally, like, when I did the trash outs for them, and I was, like, seeing the stuff they got rid of. I mean, they're getting rid of, like, $300 watches by the box load. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, they really are balling. And that's probably why they liked me as a junk removal service, because they saw my Florida phone number.
The US 46 East ramp.
And they're like, okay, this guy is not from here, so they kind of trusted me a lot. I'm telling you, one thing I really miss about Alabama is how good I had at being an outsider as far as the money flow. Because, like, a lot of those, like, you think a Korean engineer is going to have Larry's junk removal? No, he's not. He's like, I'm not going to have Larry come to my house.
Take the US
But when he sees that Florida phone number, I think we would have done better in Birmingham area. I think we should secretly move back to Alabama just to make more money.
Continue for 1 mile.
When we run out of money, move back to Alabama. So, secretly move back to Alabama. With like a New York City phone number. You know what I mean? And a Korean business, like a Korean name or something. We can get all the Korean business we can. You know what I mean? New York! New York! Not New York. New York! Are you ready for this, Katie? Nueva York, vámonos pa' Nueva York, a donde la vida es mejor. Se fue pa' Nueva York. There's a song about Se fue pa' Nueva York or something. Something like that.
Oh.
Se fue pa' Nueva York. Se fue pa' Nueva York, donde la vida es mejor. So our subscribers were telling us the drive from here heading north towards Connecticut is really pretty. So it might make sense to not go to New York at all, just go to Connecticut. Want to do that?
Stop.
I'm just playing. New York. Okay, so what are we doing here?
Getting on the Washington Bridge.
Washington Bridge.
In a quarter mile, US 1 north, US 46 east turns slightly left and becomes US 9 north.
Okay.
To bridge.
Here. Okay, you ready to go on the Washington Heights? New York.
Yes.
New York.
Yes.
Washington Heights.
Yeah.
New York.
On the bridge.
Washington, right. Alright guys, that's Koreatown.